All right, ladies and gentlemen, friends and neighbors, let's look at the vMAX market whisperer on the Heikinashi. We're going to look at this on Heikinashi, and then over here is my split screen. This is the volume footprint over here, okay? So here's what you're looking for. You're going to watch this line right here. This is your sentiment read, right? Okay, so the main thing you're looking for is this dynamic right here. You've got a high on the sentiment gauge, and then you've got it's high and then the pullback, and then the second retracement. If that retracement is lower than that high, then that's a pretty good gamble that you're going to be able to go in for a sell. All right, so here we go, and now here comes that one. So you already know here. It says 1, 2. That's 2 candles on the 30-second candle ahead of time that sell's coming. So the very next candle, it reverses, right? So if you're looking for this red column, you're already behind the move. Okay, so again, high, false signal. You can't just do the signals. You have to wait and get the read of the market. Okay, there's a lower high from this high. There's your move. 1, 2 candles ahead. And then it reverses, so it moves itself down. Okay, you know how the market works. It goes up, it goes down, or it goes sideways. All right, now here we go. This, right now, we're looking at potentially a lower low than this previous high. So now that would probably be, there it is, this lower low. So that's going to be a significant, drop, except for it hasn't finished out because we've got to wait till the close of that candle. We've got 15 seconds to close that candle, and there we go. Look, it's already higher. So let's see if it fails. There's a little bit of play here. So we'll go ahead and we want a vertical line. We're going to say that our vertical line is here to the sell side. Vertical line here to the sell side. We're going to add these. Let's see what we got. Oh, look, there's our sell side. There's our sell side. All right, let's go over here. Let's hold on. We're still waiting here. So that's a high. That's a higher. So let's go with we'll change the color. Let's see what we got. Oh, look. What else do you need to know? You're just watching for that. You know, all this other stuff is extra confirmation, but the real trick is now watch this. We're up here. We're up here and overbought, right? So now we're watching. We've got momentum. We had a momentum indicator here. We had one here. We had one here. Now we're in an extension. Okay, so you want to wait. You want to wait. Send your hands. If you sit down and you see this scenario playing out, do not trade. No matter how much you think you're right, you can't outguess the market. Do not fall for it. Now look, we've got a failure right here. Changed colors. All right. So look, now we're getting a little. We're getting that slope has changed from almost vertical to somewhat semi-horizontal. It's almost time, but it's not time yet. That might be the point in which we may, because we've crossed over into the sell territory. So we'll go ahead and put a sell. We'll put a sell signal here. Change the color. Oh, look. There it is. So that sentiment line is your friend for, listen, we're going in on the 30-second time frame. That's near algorithmic trading. That's near high-speed frequency. It's as close as you're going to get by comparison to your 4-hour, 2-hour traders who are looking for entry down the 5-minute confirmation. We're trading on the 30-second. Okay? So manual trading, as close to the market, and we've been ahead. We were ahead of the move. All right, so here we go. We've got here. Let's do this. Wait, let's go here. There we go. All right, we're coming down here. Now we've got an extension. So there. Now we got a pull back. So potentially we're gonna be right out here. Change the color to green because we're looking for a pullback. Now we've got a low. We need a higher low. Probably they'll pop out in here. All right, there's a crossover. Now I'm not necessarily going to stay with the crossover. I really want you to learn to wait and not jump every time you see a color. Because that makes you reactionary. You don't want to be reactionary. You want to be dynamic. All right, so we've got an extension out here. Then we'll get this pullback. We're probably going to get a pullback to about in here, I would say. And then we're going to go. All right. Now, right now we're in blue. We already know because of this reading here. This is going to give us an upward motion. Look at that. There it is, upward motion. Okay. So learn to read that sentiment line. Learn to trust that sentiment line.